Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. We trust it's all good. I'm happy to have you here once again. It's always a delight, it's always a pleasure to have you here to share, to discuss. So, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, I'm inviting you to subscribe, inviting you to like the channel, share, feel free to share the videos. Do not forget to turn your notification bell on so that I get notified when I drop new videos. And if you have any questions, how the video has helped you, any requests, any topic you want us to address, just drop it in the comment section and I'll be so glad to respond to them. Okay, in today's video I'll be sharing a very interesting topic. You just want to sit tight and so you don't miss any part of the video. I'll pause a little bit to tell you that a link to a couple of my videos are in the description box. Feel free to check it out and get help by them. So in today's video we'll be talking about what makes a good worship leader. What makes a good worship leader? You can personalize it to say what makes me a good worship leader. Okay, that is what we'll be looking at today. We'll be looking at something about six of those points. We'll be listing out six. There are a whole lot of them, but these six for this video, and they are also very important points. Now the first thing I want to talk about is you and God. You're worshiping, the worship is unto God. So first of all, you need a right relationship between you and God. There ought to be a right relationship between you and God. How is your relationship with God? How is your quiet time in your secret place? What is the updates? Okay, so if you're a worship leader sitting right there and you're listening to me, and right now you know that you and God are not on good terms, there's a problem, there's a fault somewhere, there's a problem with your relationship, it's very easy to fix it. That's the thing I love with God. That's the thing I love with God, with Jesus Christ. He has made a relationship with Him easy. You just want to take time out in your secret place, confess your sins, and make it right with Him. His arms are always open and He will forgive you. So very important. The relationship between you and the God you worship, Jesus Christ, has to be perfect. So get that straight, okay? Second point is you and your team. Very important. Worship, most of the time you may not have to do it all alone. You need backups, you need instruments, you need a whole lot of people. Okay, now you and your team, I'm narrowing it to you and the people you're worshiping with on the stage. There has to be a cordial relationship. There has to be a mode of communication. There has to be a lot to put in place. Okay, so you and your team, how is it going? You have to rehearse, you have to understand a lot of things. The one point I usually emphasize is understanding. There should be a good understanding between you and your team. This is what happens here, this is how we go about this is how, as long as you're not doing it alone, there has to be understanding, of course, and good communication. So establish that with your team. That's that for point 2. The third point is you and you. Very important. You're wondering what I'm going to say here. Yes, because you're worshiping and it's not something done abstractly. You are the first point of contact here. That is physically. When we're talking about physically, you have your team, you have your audience. So you and you. What do I mean by you and you? In the whole idea of the worship, in the whole everything that is about to be done, the song listing, everything that is going to be played and all, has it ministered to you? That's what I mean by you and you. You have to be ministered to before you can effectively minister to others. Very important. Some of the times you see that worship leaders cannot relate with what they are singing. If you find out that you're leading worship and you can't relate, you're singing a song and it's just a lip service, it doesn't affect you, there's no way it can affect your congregation. So you have to be ministered to by the songs you're going to lead. Very important. So I hope you get that point. Then the fourth point is align yourself, align your worship, align the songs to the expectations of the service. Now, what do I mean? It is very important that you seek, probably discuss. There are some services that have outlines on what the service is all about. Probably this is a revival service, this is a purely worship service, this is a conference, this is a seminar, this is a missions program, different kinds of programs. Okay, so some have it outlined. It's going to be more beneficial if you choose songs in that line, if you lead your worship in that line. It just connects. It has a way of connecting and making the flow easy, tuning the hearts of the people towards this expectation. At the end of it, it's work done, it equal to complete. Okay, so align yourself to what the program is all about. If you're in a situation where there is no outline for the program, you can reach out to the pastor or to the organizers of the program and just ask them, what are your expectations for this service? What are your expectations for the program? And then plan it towards that line. We don't want a program that is scattered, that is not together, that is not unified. Imagine it's a missions program and then you're leading worship about something, maybe probably what God can do to you in your finances, how He has blessed you. It's just disaligned. So ensure you align yourself to the expectations of the service. Okay, now we've shared 4 points already. Now the fifth point I want to address, very important, is know everything about the songs you're leading. It's bad. It's an embarrassment when you're leading worship and you don't know the song. You don't know the complete lyrics. You don't know the tune of the song. You're not sure of how it sounds. That's poor. And that shouldn't be. Okay, so as a worship leader, you've selected your songs. Go as research about the songs you're singing if you have to. Get the right tune for the song. Understand the lyrics, understand the lyrical content. Now I just want to say a bit about understanding the lyrical content. When you talk about that, it's just like saying there are some songs that have to do with man to man. So the song you're communicating man to man, that is you and your audience. There are some songs that are man to God. This is man talking to God. And then there are some songs that are God to man. This is a song is taking the form of God speaking to man. Okay, so when you listen to the song and you understand the lyrics, you know that, oh, this song is me. A song like that is asking you, let us bless the Lord together, let us sing to the Lord. That is you talking to a fellow man. Okay, then the song that talks is man to God, probably has something like Lord, I give you my heart, I give you my soul, I live for you alone. That is a song, man to God. Then you have a song, God to man, a song like, I am the God that heals you, I'm the God that takes away your pain, I'm the God that, songs that assume the form of God talking, that is God to man. So you want to understand everything about the song, everything about the lyrics. What is the song all about, and what are your expectations for the song? Everything about it. Okay, have a good understanding of that so you're not lost on stage. Very important. Okay, and the last point for today's video is be aware of your audience. A lot of people, there are a lot of controversies. Should worship leaders close their eyes while singing, or should they keep them wide open? Those questions and controversies are there. I'll just recommend that you can close your eyes, but in between open them. If your one is tuned to closing your eyes, you can close them, but always ensure you open them in between, because you have people you're leading. So it's not all about you. Just know that the worship on stage is not all about you, but you and the people you're leading. So while you're worshiping, ensure that you're leading, the people are also being led while you're worshiping. Okay, so it's very important that your eyes are open intermediately to observe the people. Now, for example, you're in a congregation where the people are old, of more elderly, and you're coming up to lead worship. Now, because you can see them, you just, you may not necessarily have to ask them to stand up, because this is you being aware of your audience. You can just say, let's just worship God together. Find a position that is comfortable for you. Worship God together, or you know, just little things like that just show that you're aware of your audience. Okay, so it's important that you keep your eyes, you open them intermittently to observe your audience. Sometimes you raise a song and then you realize that, oh, the audience are not flowing so well with this song, either because they're not too familiar with the lyrics or the tune or whatever the case may be. Because you're aware of them, you can just maybe change the song or take some time out to clarify the song to them so that they are carried along. Okay, now observing these tips will make you a good worship leader, and there are a lot more. You're sure going to get that if you stay tuned to the channel. And how you're going to do that is by you subscribing and turning your notification bell on so that you get notified when I upload more videos. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed and make sure you lead that worship well. See you. Bye.